you ever see something that makes you raise your eyebrows so high that it practically comes off your face? Yeah, that's been me the last few months when I see some of the things that my generation has been up to. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lex, and on today's video we're going to be looking at some of the more off-putting things about my generation. And if I sound tired, it's because I am, and I have been sleep deprived within the last week-ish, so I apologize for that. I mentioned this in my original video about my generation from, I guess, 2 years ago now, but echo chambers happening online were the major things that I noticed. People will be in their own little online communities for different things, be it Sims, Overwatch, people who like bunny slippers that are a particular shade of blue, and they will be blindly affirmed by the other people in these groups, even if the idea is not always the greatest. Then, when they present these ideas to somebody outside of these groups and that person questions that idea, they will get branded as the enemy and belittled, or in some cases even dehumanized. Maybe I'm just tired and sick of seeing the anybody who disagrees with me is the enemy mindset going on. I will say once again, just because somebody disagrees with you, that does not immediately make them a terrible person or an ism or a phobic. Instead of going after each other, the two parties should at least come to a middle ground of sorts on the situation, and echo chambers don't do anything but halt the idea of that happening. Members of my generation are one day going to become world leaders and eventually a major part of the workforce. How are we expected to keep the world going if some people can't even handle a disagreement? To add to the bit about my generation one day becoming world leaders, some members of that same generation have decided to go in the complete opposite direction in order to get their 15 minutes of fame. TikTok, which I firmly believe has helped lead to the downfall of how people act for reasons I'm about to get into, has been the root cause of many young people doing outrageous stunts in order for views and money. One such individual, 21-year-old Kyle Vasquez, known for his videos online where he causes damage to businesses, is now facing 8 charges for these actions. A few years ago, Tanner Cook, known for running the Classified Goons channel, was rushed to the hospital after one of his pranks went haywire. His videos consisted of him and his friends treating retail employees like garbage, and I don't understand what anybody has to gain from doing these things, but oh well. Back to TikTok, there were these accounts of young women that were popping up, and the women had filters on their face to fake the appearance of Down syndrome, and it was being used as a way to promote suggestive content. I have noticed that there are a lot of young women in my generation who are rushing to these less than great websites as a quick and easy way to make money, and I've had a few of my guy friends tell me that they will meet a girl and then she will immediately message them asking for money on this platform. And why are there so many people my age turning to less than desirable ways to get attention on the internet? The answer is that the more insane something is, such as the girl who claimed she woohooed with 1,000 men, or the people like Kyle Vasquez and those kinds of shenanigans, the more people will learn about it, and that will mean more clicks and money. I do not think that this kind of behavior should be something young people are trying to dabble into, because one day we're going to be 50 and going to be like, oh my gosh, I could have been doing something productive with my life instead of running around and being annoying to retail workers. To add to the bit about social media, well, I don't think the existence of social media itself, such as YouTube or Instagram, is like a bad thing in itself. What can suck about these platforms is how the people are using it. I feel as the world becomes more online, the less human people act, if that makes sense. There was a video I saw that my sister sent me, and it was about a girl who was singing some song from Moana on a plane. I think it was How Far I'll Go. And I was thinking, oh, she just wants to help cheer everybody up. That's so cute. Then I saw the comments where people are being so rude for no reason? And has empathy and joy truly gone down the rabbit hole and we've all entered a messed up version of Wonderland? Because I don't understand why people are like this. Now, I am of the opinion that people can change as time goes on, and I definitely think that I want to say 70% of my generation will wake up one day and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I used to be like that. But then the other little smidgen of the group will continue to do abhorrent things in order to get views and money because they know that they will be rewarded for it. Before I leave you all this fine morning, afternoon, evening, or whenever you may be watching this video, I would like to leave you all with a fun fact. King George I of Greece was actually Danish. He was a son of King Christian IX of Denmark and his wife, Louise of Hesse-Kassel, and his birth name was actually William. This relation also made him a brother of Queen Alexandra, the Danish wife of King Edward VII, and Tsarina Maria Feodorovna, wife of Tsar Alexander III, whose birth name was Delmar. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more of my content, then please subscribe to Sweet Histortea, a channel full of random facts, lots of sparkles, and tons more videos to come in the future. Thank you so much again for watching, and until next time, bye-bye!
There's a part of myself I'm missing.